Wilson. I'm Molly Veers.
And I'm Samantha Mutter.
The Warrior News hopes that you and your families are doing okay during these tough times and enjoying time with each other. We'd like to say please keep practicing social distancing so that we can get things back to normal as soon as possible.
We'd like to remind students to constantly check their emails for assignments so they don't fall behind in classes or other activities. Hi everyone, it's Brandon Negron from the Warrior News. I hope everyone is staying safe and most importantly staying at home during these challenging times. So today, for my segment, I'm going to be giving you guys my best Netflix and TV recommendations to keep your mind off what's going on and distract you for a little bit. My first two shows are Elite and Money Heist. Both of these shows were filmed in Spain, and I just started diving into Spanish TV more recently, but I can say that I've really been missing out because it is very, very good. So Elite is the first show I'm going to talk about. It's a drama about high school students who get involved with lots of drama, like I said, but also murder, etc., while they're at their exclusive private high school. I've watched shows similar to this before, like Gossip Girl, which is also a very good show on Netflix, but I will definitely recommend this. It's very interesting and will keep your attention. To continue with my next Spanish TV show, it's called Money Heist. So this is a show about a group of intelligent thieves who do the biggest heist of their lifetime pretty much and rob the Royal Mint of Spain. So this show is very interesting because you really grow to love the characters and their background stories, but it's also full of action and many plot twists to keep you interested and keep you hooked pretty much the whole time. It's a great show. So next we're going to dive into United States TV, which I watch most of the time anyway. So my first show is called All American. So I know a lot of people at our school actually do watch this show, which there's a reason because it's really good. So this show centers around a football star who faces a lot of hardships at a very impoverished community in LA and deals with a lot of hardships. So he moves to Beverly Hills High School, which is pretty much the complete opposite of what he's used to, and he does this so that he can get more opportunities in his football and educational career. I personally am not the biggest fan of football and sports in general, but I still love this show. It has lots of drama, like the other shows I've mentioned so far, and it has football, so it pretty much has things for everyone in the show, so that's why I would really recommend it. And then my final show is called Love is Blind. So this is a dating show experiment, and it's testing the question, like in the title, is love blind? So it's pretty much just a test where we see if people could fall in love without seeing each other. So typically, I don't really go for shows like this, to be honest. Like, I'm not a big fan of like dating shows. I feel like they're staged. And this one can definitely be a little stereotypical, but I still really enjoyed it. I found it very interesting and entertaining, and I watched it a little too quickly. So I really recommend all the shows, like I said. So that's pretty much it with all the shows I have so far. Thank you guys. Stay safe.
Thank you, Brianna. Now let's send you over to Chloe for the first episode of Cooking with Chloe.
Good morning, Wilson, or afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching this. I'm Chloe Washburn, and I'm going to do a little cooking segment for you guys, and I'm going to show you how to make scrambled eggs. It's really simple, really easy, honestly. Like, as long as you have a stovetop, you could do this. Okay, so really simple. Just to a bowl, I'm going to crack 3 eggs and add them in. This one. You want to be careful not to get any shells in here, because, you know, sorry, I'm kind of bad at cracking eggs. And you know, that's why you always crack them in a bowl first. So that way, if you like get some shells in somehow, you can just fish them out. And this is 3. And then I'm gonna take a whisk. And I'm just gonna mix the eggs together pretty well. And you're gonna notice that I don't season my eggs at first because I wait to season until after I'm done cooking them. Okay, so I have my pan on the stove and I have it on a medium heat. I'm just letting it heat up for a second. I have my spatula ready and my plate ready. So I'm just gonna add the eggs in. And I'm just gonna let it sit there for a minute and just let it heat up and let the eggs start to cook just a little bit. Okay, while that's heating up, I'm going to show you the seasonings I'm going to be using. So I'm going to use grounded black pepper, garlic salt, onion powder, and hot shot for a little bit of heat. All right, so as you can see, my eggs are starting to cook along the edges. So I'm just going to take my spatula and start scraping inwards, just around all the edges. All right, I've been doing that for about a minute now, and as you can see, my eggs are starting to come together in just ribbon form, so I'm just gonna do this till they're cooked to my liking. All right, so my eggs are just about done. So what I'm gonna do next to stop the cooking process is I'm just gonna take a little bit of sour cream and put it on my eggs. Listen, I know it sounds gross, but it's like a substitute for milk, and since it's cold, it just stops the cooking process of the eggs, but it also makes them creamy at the same time. Learned that from my man, Gordon Ramsay. And then I'm just gonna fold in the sour cream to the eggs. And next I'm just gonna season with all those seasonings I already showed you. So I'm gonna do a little garlic salt, a little hot shot, then I go in with the onion powder, and then I just crush some black pepper on that. All right. Next, all we have to do is just plate it up. All right, I like to put my eggs over some toast with a little turkey bacon and a glass of water, and that's breakfast.
That looked delicious, Chloe. Also, while you're at home, don't feel bored. Join the trivia games hosted by the Student Council. The first game happened last Wednesday, the 15th, and it was a lot of fun. The top two winners of the first trivia game were Zamina Tobar with 12,753 points, followed by one of our history teachers, Mr. Kruk, with 12,586 points. It was definitely a close win for Zamina. The trivia games will continue in the future, so mark your calendar and join us for some fun at home. Also, don't forget to spread the word to your friends and get more people to join so we can share the fun. The schedule is not set in stone yet, so don't forget to continuously check your school email or contact Mrs. Mescalis to learn more about the next trivia game. Don't miss out! That's all we have for you today, Wilson. Make sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at WarriorNews15 to keep up to date with the latest from us. I'm Molly Veers.
And I'm Samantha Mutter.
Have a great day, Wilson.
Here's a few examples of how we've been spending our time at...
So the first thing I do in the morning when I wake up, I brush my teeth. Then after that, I get my pull-up bar, just start doing some push-ups. Then I start doing some sit-ups. Then I got these 20-pound dumbbells.